welcome back. So we are on December 7th today. I didn't do a video yesterday. As I said, things just were a bit crazy. I was at work in the morning, I went to my doctor's appointment in the afternoon, and then in the evening I was just so tired. I just had an evening off because I'd switched work shift with someone. It meant that because they were putting drops in my eyes, things like that, it wasn't going to be safe for me to be at work supervising the students. So I switched shifts with someone. So I had an evening off. I watched the Wheel of Time, I believe it's called. It's the new series on Amazon Prime. I binged watched the first 4 when they came out, and I watched, I think it's 5 and 6 yesterday. So I really enjoyed that. I didn't do any stitching at all yesterday. I had quite a long chat with my family. I had a chat with a friend on the phone, and I went to bed at 9 o'clock, guys. I never go to bed at 9. On my days off, I mean, maybe I'll push it 10:30 is the earliest, but still, I don't go to bed really early. So that was just a really nice thing. It was just to relax and have a good evening. So I have got my advents for day 6 and day 7. The reason I haven't got a really bright light today is I've got an extremely bad headache, so I'm trying to avoid bright lights. So I hope this is light enough for you guys to see. It is a miserable day. You can probably hear the rain outside. It's rainy, it's windy. We then suddenly have these gusts of winds that practically knock you over as you're walking against it. So it's one of those where I'm quite glad on my break I'm tucked up in the warm. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to do any stitching because my headache's bad. However, I have a new, obsession. I keep watching YouTube videos about it. I'm looking on Instagram, looking on Facebook. I joined 2 Facebook groups. I really want to stitch a chatelaine. It's a big project. I don't stitch big things. But I've seen them. I've seen the one I want to do, which is the Secret Gardens, or the Gardens of London mandala. I'll put a photo up here. Isn't it gorgeous? I really, really want to stitch it. So I'm thinking my Christmas present might be to buy the chart, and then hopefully if I get any gift cards or anything for Christmas, I can buy the specialty stuff to go with it. Because I love it. Terrifies me because 1, it's a huge project and I don't stitch big things. 2, it uses quite a lot of silk and beads. I still to this day have never beaded a project or sewn with silk. Actually, I've sewn with silk once. I use Paintbox thread silks. Love their silks. But yeah, I haven't done a big project with silk, with beads and specialty stitches, but I just can't stop thinking about it. I've been looking at them for months, and then I talked myself out. I said, you don't need it whatsoever. And then suddenly I was just browsing the website, and I've never seen this one. I think it came out in 2015, so I don't know how I've never seen this one. But this one, I actually think it popped up on Instagram first as like a, you get those Instagram adverts. I don't know why I ended up with a chatelaine one. It wasn't someone posting it. It was just there with a link to the chatelaine website, and I was like, I want it. So I am trying to push it out of my head, but it's not working. And I have to say, I have a strong feeling I'm going to come on in a couple of days' time and go, guys, I bought my chatelaine. But I keep trying to talk myself out of it, saying it's so big. It's like 300 and something stitches by 300 and something stitches. It's huge. And I just can't stop looking at it. This one in particular, it just jumps out. And then I saw a Paris one and I was like, oh my God, can you imagine having 3 places, like 3 of the landmark ones, like the British one, Paris, and I think they do a Rome one. but I need to stop it. I need to put it out of my head. But yeah, I absolutely love it. So absolutely love that. I checked the votes for the stitching project and I'm not surprised. Let It Snow by Caterpillar Cross Stitch was the winner. So I will be on my break, I will be on my days off, sorry, on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm working Thursday night live, but Thursday and Friday morning. And I'm going to be starting this one. I also, on Wednesday, will need to stitch my Cookie Exchange Part 3 because I want to get that one finished. And I have to stitch my secret one. So this will be started. I'm not sure how far I will get, but cannot wait to start that one. So thank you so much for everyone who voted both on YouTube and on Instagram. So I'm going to jump in straight away with my advents. So day 6, I'm going to start with day 6. And I do apologise, I'm trying to... Oh, that's gorgeous. So this one is called Early Dusk. And you're probably not going to be able to see this in this light, so I will take photos and put them up. This one is a gorgeous pale blue and purples, and some of the purple, I'm not sure if it's just the dye, but it hasn't stuck to the whole thing. Can you see here? So you've got white and purple mixed there. So I will take photos of these because in this light I don't think you're going to be able to see them. So number 6 from the Patchwork Rabbit. Oh, we've got Advent Trim Collection for Patchwork Rabbit by From the Cauldron. 18 inches of each. Shakespeare Primitive Red, Honey Whiskey Chenille, and Boxing Day 1/4 inch Rickrack. So that is pretty much showing up. This is a little bit redder, but the other two are showing up. So you've got a chenille, you've got a pom-pom trim, and you've got a rickrack. Oh, I really like that. And it's Dames of the Needle. Oh, I love that. I don't think I've really finished with pom-pom or chenille before. I love rickrack. As you've seen by a lot of my finishes, I finished a lot of things with rickrack. So day 7 for my Jodrell Designs threads is Sugar Plums, which is a gorgeous light green and purple. Which once again, I think that was one that I'd probably turn into a trim. But the other thing I do with these is if there's a colour where I really like part of it, when you undo them, so I'm just going to undo it, you will see that half of the skein is in one colour. You see like half the skein's in one colour and the other half is in the other shade. So if you really wanted to, if you really didn't like part of it, or if you didn't want the variegated on some of them, it doesn't work for all of them because some of them they're variegated the whole way through. But for instance on this one, if you really liked this purple and wanted to stitch, you could always cut it and then you could have your purple side and your green side. But for me, I tend to do it. There's a couple where I have done that, where I have cut the skein, but it's not often. Patchwork Rabbit number 7. And we have a classic Colourworks in Wavy Navy, which is a really gorgeous variegated blue. I'm not sure if you can see the variegation in that. Absolutely stunning. So I think that's all I have to talk about. I really have not done much. I've been quite lazy. And I'm just going to be honest with you, I am just going to curl up in bed and listen to a Chatelaine video for the next hour until I have to go back into work. But tomorrow I will be more productive. So tomorrow I will, as it's my day off, I will come back to my room and start stitching. I will be working on, as I said, the Cookie Exchange Part 3, get that one finished, and then hopefully we'll be FFOing that very soon. I think I'm going to make mine into an ornament. I don't think it's too big for that, so I think I'm going to make mine into an ornament to go on my cookie tree. And then I have my secret project that I'm working on. I have to finish that piece and FFO that piece this week, and then of course start my gorgeous little guy. I think I might stitch him on a smaller count fabric. In the kit it comes with a 14 count. I'm thinking I might stitch him smaller so that way I can make him into a little ornament as well, because on 14 count he finishes at about 11.4 centimeters by 13.4 centimeters. I think I would like him a little bit smaller to make him into a small ornament, but I will see. What I tend to do, and I will show you in tomorrow's, well, I'll show you when tomorrow's video probably, if I start him, if not on Thursdays, I draw on a piece of paper how big the finished piece is going to be, and then I can decide whether I want to stitch him on smaller or keep him at that count fabric. So I will talk about that a little bit more. I did get some haul in. I got the Lakeside Needlecraft Christmas box. Now I bought the Christmas box for myself for the last day of school term. Every year I treat myself and keep it as a surprise. Either it's something I buy myself in November that I box up. I do apologise. Sorry, so it's either something that I box up in November and then I just wait until the last day of term to open it and see what's in it, or I buy a surprise box like I have done with the Lakeside one. So I will be opening that up on the 16th of December, so you'll see that one on the 17th. Obviously I'll put a disclaimer up on that video in case you've bought the box and you're waiting for Christmas to open it. So that came in, that actually came in a couple of days ago, but for some reason I didn't notice it until today. So I've got that one squirreled away, ready for the end of term. So yeah, I think that's everything I have to talk about. Work is really, really tough at the moment. It's busier in a different way than I thought it was going to be busier. It's a lot of extra work, but I will probably tell you a little bit more about that at another day. As I said, I am going to go and watch more chatelaine videos, and this is probably not helping me not buy a chatelaine designs. It's not helping me at all. But I haven't found any pictures or any videos of the piece that I want to buy stitched. So I haven't seen it stitched. It looks stunning in the photo, but yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. But yes, so that is me done for the evening. I really hope you have a lovely day, whatever you've done today. And thank you so much for helping me pick my next start. I will be starting that one and I cannot wait to start. He's a gorgeous little cross stitch piece and I look forward to doing it. So thank you so much and I will see you next time. Bye guys!